All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Easy Money 1936, to be confused with the Rodney Dangerfield 1983 movie, which I saw on the big screen when it first came out. Giving this one out of 5 stars. I hated this flick. Easy Money. This is going to be another Depression era. Stupid movie. Kind of reminded me of Double Indemnity, but not nearly as good as the Double Indemnity. Kind of has a similar plot, I guess. People ripping off the insurance companies. Easy Money is a 1936 U.S. crime film directed by Phil Rosen, starring Onslow, Stevens, Kay Lineker, and Noel Madison. I don't know any of these people. And distributed, the production company is Invincible Pictures. I never even heard of them. Distributed by Chesterfield Pictures. Release date June 14th, 1936. 70 minutes. The version I saw was 65 minutes. So I'm a little confused. After his brother becomes involved with insurance swindlers, the district attorney vows to bring the crooks to justice. Okay. Let's see what IMDb says. Dan Adams resigns his position as prosecutor on the district attorney's staff, and he sets to clean up a gang of fake accident racketeers. He gets a job with an insurance company, and he assures the company president he will get the goods on the gang or die in the attempt. At the company offices, he meets Carol Carter, and she, believing he is a shyster, possibly redundant lawyer in the employ of racketeers, gives him as little as help as possible. Dan visits his brother Eddie, who is mixed up with the gang, and he tries to make him break away. Eddie is belligerent, but finally, because of the pressure brought by Dan and his wife Tonya, agrees to go straight. The gang, led by Duke Trotty, fears he will squeal, and they kill him, plus they make his death look like an accident and plan to collect on it. They try to get Carol Carter in some kind of drunk driving accident, but he was already dead before she ran over him. They're able to figure it out. Dan is closing in on the gang when Carol, who is now his assistant, comes up with some conclusive evidence, but Duke has plans to get rid of her before she can give the information to Dan. That's the summary. That's the plot summary on IMDb. Pretty decent plot summary. This one gets a 6 out of 10 on IMDb, only 78 ratings. Super obscure movie. Bunch of unknown actors. The film was first telecast Thursday, July 10, 1941, on New York City's newly launched first full-time television station, WNBT Channel 1, which had previously been identified as W2XBS during its preceding experimental years. Post-World War II television viewers got their first look at it in New York City Sunday, June 8th, 1947 on WCBS Channel 2 in Cincinnati. Sunday, March 7th, 1948 on WLWT Channel 4 in Los Angeles. Sunday, May 1st, 1949 on KTLA Channel 5 in Salt Lake City. Wednesday, August 17th, 1949 on KDYL Channel 4. I didn't like this one. I thought it was a poor man's Double Indemnity. Here's one of the reviews on IMDb from B. Kongbing, September 24th, 2016. Onslow Stevens would have been disbarred. That's what it says. Truly terrible premise keeps this film from really a top-notch noir crime drama like Double Indemnity. Otherwise, considering that Easy Money comes out of a poverty row studio, this would have been a minor classic. Easy Money is about an organized gang who makes a good living at staging accidents, collecting from lawsuits engendered therein. Debonair and swarthy art cheap dealer Noel Madison, who populated dozens of crime dramas in the 30s, heads this racket in the city. One of the people involved is the brother of Assistant District Attorney Onslow Stevens, Alan Vincent. Stevens gets the case to prosecute, and he throws it. Doesn't even bother to tell his boss until after the trial that Vincent, using an alias, is his brother. Sorry, folks. Then, as now, a resignation would not have sufficed. The Bar Association would have weighed in, and in all likelihood, Onslow Stevens would have been disbarred. Certainly, Stevens would not have been hired by an insurance company because he came up with a scheme to nail the organized gang of crooks perpetrating these phony accidents. Easy Money is cheap. Still, it's decently acted and directed, but how could the creators at Invincible Pictures have made such a catastrophic plot premise blunder? Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself. A failed district attorney becomes the chief attorney for an insurance company? And the reason why he failed was because he couldn't go after his brother for the crimes that he committed? Sounds like nepotism to me. Why do I have to watch these movies? Oh, because it's cult cinema classics. Occasionally I'll get a gem, like Kansas City Confidential, something like that. But this one stinks. This one's a real stinker. All right. So my job search is going very well. I had that phone interview Saturday. I had another phone interview today from Action Property. That's the same company that manages the building for 1 Stewart Lane where I was working. They probably wanted me to work there with a flexible schedule, including morning shift. I could just see the look on the general manager's face my first day working there. That would have been funny. It only pays $24 an hour, but it's only $1 less than I'm making at my part-time job. So I told the guy if he can find me a better schedule, like a more flexible schedule, not for them, but for me, then I could probably do like a mid shift or an overnight or two. And then I wouldn't be so financially bad off as I am now. Although I'm pretty close to being able to pay one or two bills. I'll see what my checking account balance is on tomorrow. Hopefully it's around $22.80. I just did some grocery shopping and some gas buying, though. The job that intrigues me pays over $100,000, and it's a 911 public emergency dispatcher. Of course, they're going to ask me to work night shifts. I hope they won't force me to get the COVID shot. But, anyways, I got a response from James Pratt on LinkedIn. He called me mate, which was a little confusing because he doesn't have an Australian accent in the movie. But when I checked his LinkedIn profile, it says that he's in both Beverly Hills, California, and Sydney, Australia, which explains why they had the two shooting locations in the movie, I guess. Anyways, I'll go down my list, down the next 5. Applied for that city and county of San Francisco job, the 911 public dispatcher. I never worked for the government before, but now's the time. I need the money and the benefits. And I can always go to confession for taking other people's money. After all, taxation is theft. We all know that. At least my son and I do. Swing low. And the Decalogue says, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet. So I better go to confession. I'd be interested to hear what the priest says. The confession priest, when I tell him taxation is theft, he's going to say, render under Caesar, and then I'll correct him. I'll say Jesus was being sarcastic. All right. First on the list, next up is Swing High, Swing Low, 1937, with Carol Lombard. Then I've got An Eye for an Eye. After that, The Real Anthony Fauci, 2022. Then there's Return to the Batcave, The Misadventures of Adam and Bert. And The Giant Gila Monster, 1959. Those are the next 5. I couldn't watch Dead Ties, 1996, because whoever uploaded it turned it into a private video during the last 6 months or so. Safe and Effective, A Second Opinion, 2022, was banned on YouTube. Can't watch it. So I had to skip those 2. That's how I got to Malibu Crush so quickly. Otherwise, I'd be reviewing Malibu Crush today or late yesterday, probably. And I wouldn't have gotten to Easy Money right now. But yeah, life is pretty good right now with my sleeping pattern. I think I have more chocolate on my chin again. I'm not going to lick it off during my video like I did during that Ed Wood video. Just lick my finger and then start going like this. All right. Well, I hope I get that $100,000 job. All my financial problems are over. Finally, after over a year of struggling to pay bills, struggling to put money into my Robinhood account. been a rough past year or so financially, but I'm still here. I'm surviving, and I'm doing these upload videos on YouTube for you, the people. So I had a bunch of Karate Man stuff. I think the last 45 or so on my Netflix queue are Karate Man Adrian stuff. Mostly Karate Man. And of course, the after September, I got to combine my lists, my YouTube list with my Netflix list, see how much I can find for free on YouTube and Tubi, to be or not to be. And then whatever else I can't find, I'll look on Amazon Prime and I'll pay for it. Why not? Because I'm paying for Netflix. I should have a good paying job by then. Cross my fingers, pray to God. It looks like the city and county of San Francisco is going to hire me, which is amazing because I never worked for the government before. I've never taken other people's money. I never made $100,000 a year, but there's always a first time, I guess. And with inflation as bad as it is here in the U.S., I sure could use about $6,000 net every month to pay my bills and to save up in Robinhood to meet my financial goals. Basically, is what I'm looking to do, and if I can do that this month, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. I just don't know if I could do the 60 hours or the 70 hours. I think I'll just work overtime for the city and make a killing. I'll make like 140,000 next year with overtime and whatnot. So that's the plan. I'm hoping it works. I don't feel tired at all. Got laundry done. I got my grocery shopping done. And going back to work tomorrow. The office manager at my part-time job, she was kind of irritated at me because I quit my union job. Or I think I did. Or maybe they're going to fire me. I don't know. I'm not working there. I think she hired me because she knew that my Cobra was going to run out in September, which is the end of my assignment. But she kind of, I don't understand what's going on with that company because she told me that I would get a permanent position. She wanted to hire me permanent. But she said that they just went through a bunch of layoffs and that's why they're hiring temporary people right now. They don't have any open positions. So unless the lady who runs the front desk decides not to come back, then there's no hope for me there. But anyways, I thought I did a decent job, but she kept being nitpicky, saying that I could copy and paste from PDF. I didn't want to argue with her. So I just said, okay, thanks. And she's very insistent on me going into the L drive. On my computer, it's called shared data. to find logins and passwords and usernames and all that good stuff for ordering food. And I just got it from a coworker. She emailed it to me, and I think that irritated the office manager because she wanted me to look it up myself, and she thought I should have known where to find it myself. So that really irritated her. And then I think I irritated her when I told her my schedule changed because I don't want to work for that valet parking tenant company anymore. I'm too burned out, working 60 hours a week. And I can't focus. I can't concentrate. It's just not a good situation. I'm too old for this kind of stuff. I just want to work one job over $100,000 a year. So crossing my fingers for that public dispatch 911 911 public emergency dispatcher, city and county of San Francisco. Wish me luck. Laters.